It's great to have you guys. Thanks for coming in.
You.
What do you think's going on? Why the reaction function to this particular FOMC meeting?
Yeah, it's great to be here. Thank you. I think it's really important for investors not to get lost in the Fed sauce at this point, and to really stay focused on how every market reset presents basically a corridor of new investing opportunity if you engage the market with a capitalist mindset. And so as a portfolio manager, very different than a forecaster, right? Forecasters and economists tell us the conditions in which we're building portfolios. But the greatest threat to portfolio outcomes is indecision. And right now, investors should be decisively looking at healthcare, utilities, consumer staples, building cash flows within portfolios, and then a weighted out strategy, a time in the market to let the miracle of compounding returns deliver over a time set. And that's the key right now in this market.
Is that actually, are your clients listening to you? I mean, you know, you're a wealth advisor, right? You got a lot of clients, I would assume. You got some of them 60-40. I mean, it's been a brutal year, whether you're in equities or debt. And I just wonder, you're making that argument. Are they saying, no, I'm not interested? Or are they actually doing what you tell them?
Well, thank you for that. History makes the argument for me. I just listen to the science of investing as a senior portfolio manager. But you're right, I'm also a private wealth advisor. So I take into account the totality of the client net worth in terms of moving them through the economy in these market cycles. So fortunately, yes, I'm thankful that clients do listen to me. This isn't the first time we're going to see a market like this. I mean, I go back to 1998, looking at 01 and 02. 2008, 2009, now we're coming out of a 100-year pandemic. I don't think anyone should really be surprised that we're facing a profit reset. I just don't want that to feel, especially for newer investors, to create indecision that keeps them out of this market, because there's plenty of opportunity if you can take on the time horizon.
Yeah, I asked the question only because I'm always interested in sort of the sentiment of a client base like the ones that you have, because it can be instructive for what we're going to see. So how would you characterize the sentiment of your clients at this point?
Well, I think the sentiment of clients right now is more concerned, and it weighs heavy on the heart geopolitically, than it necessarily does with the market. And I understand that, because psychologically, when you look at this sort of geopolitical setup for deglobalization, which presents its own structural and supply chain inflationary pressures in the market, the war in the Ukraine, and then ongoing sort of political discussion and discord in the U.S., that really weighs on investors more necessarily than the markets. We want to separate the two, right? So how we feel about things is also not an investment strategy. And so my job is to really help people, connect to that in a meaningful way in their own lives, to find joy and happiness, frankly, as a private wealth advisor, and yet at the same time make sure that their money is speaking both to their mission and to good money outcomes in this market.
Yeah, that's full service.
Yeah, joy and happiness. I like that.
Okay.